Hello students, so today we're moving to mission number 2 or level 2. That will be the same exact unit, and the learning target or the focus will be on solving one-step equations and also solving two steps of equations. So go ahead and write down the topic. This is what we're learning today with this video lesson. Practice assignments will be 3.1 worksheet, 3.2a and 3.2b. So again, it's going to be a packet ready for you under level 2 in the green basket if you need to use it, or you can always use electronic copy. So once you have written down this information, we can go ahead and start some examples. Take a moment to pause the video if you need to write everything down before listen to the solutions. I'm going to start with the first problem. We have 3/4 times w equals 3. So what we want to do here, when we're multiplying fraction with the variable and we're solving the equation for this variable w, what we can do to cancel the fraction, we want to cancel the number that goes with the variable and move it away, because our goal is to get the variable itself. So how do we cancel this fraction? To cancel fraction, we're going to use what it's called a reciprocal of this fraction. And the reciprocal of the fraction is equal to another fraction where we flip the numbers. So let's flip the numbers. We're going to multiply by 4 will go on the top and 3 will go on the bottom. You multiply by this reciprocal fraction left side, and you multiply by the same fraction right side. Okay, so notice left and right side, they're balanced, they're equal to each other still, but we just flip the numbers. When we flip the numbers, we can cancel this and this. Once we cancel that, w now is by itself, there is nothing that goes around. And on the right side, we have to multiply 3 times 4/3 to see what is equal to. Now, 3 times 4 on the top is 12. When we divide by 3, we will get that w equals 4. And this is the solution for the first example. Another example of solving equations is 19 equals 2x plus 5. So, sorry. So in the second example, we have 19 equals 2x plus 5. We're solving for variable x. Our goal is to get rid of every number that goes around x and move it to the other side of the equation. Always remember that we start with plus first. So you want to get rid of number that is added or subtracted to the variable. So this will be the first number that needs to go away. How do we do that? Well, we're going to write the opposite of this. So if this is plus 5, we're going to do minus 5. We write the opposite number. Those two cancel. And now we start solving. So 19 minus 5 is 14, right? This will be equal to 2x. Those two are gone now. Next step, because x is still not by itself, this is 2 times x, the opposite of multiplication now will be division. So we would divide by 2 left and right side. That way we cancel those two numbers, 2 and 2. 2 over 2 is 1, that's why they cancel. We get 1, and we have only x on the right. 14 divided by 2, or 14 over 2 is 7. X is equal to 7 in this equation. Next equation, we have 10 minus g equals 14. So again, we want to solve for g, and first step is, because this is positive 10, we're going to do the opposite, which is minus 10. We will subtract 10 from both sides. 10 minus 10 cancel. What is left, now we have negative sign in front of g, bring this negative sign down. It's equal to 14 minus 10 is 4. But remember, even though g is by itself, we can't have final answer variable with negative sign. The variable should always be positive, okay, like those. So in order to make this positive, we will divide by -1 both sides. When we divide by -1, those two cancel, and we have g is equal to 4 divided by -1 is just -4. I hope you guys remember some of those steps from last year. That will be definitely easier to move on and do more practice. So this is when we have one-step equation, and pretty much most of the examples will have those problems. You may see fraction where you have to apply a reciprocal fraction in order to cancel. You may see an example when first we subtract or add numbers and then we divide by in order to cancel and get variable x. And you may see an example when you get negative variable equals to a number and you got to change that to positive to get the final answer. Another type of examples will be two steps equations. So we have here two steps. So go ahead and write down 7a plus 11a equals -72. In order to solve those two steps, first we want to combine like terms. So 7a plus 11a. Both of those are like terms, so we're going to add those and we get 18a equals to -72. Okay, well now one step equation. In order to solve for variable a, we will, this is 18 times a, so we're going to divide. The opposite again of multiplication is division, so we will divide by 18 both sides. Those two cancel and we get a is equal to -72 divided by 18. Definitely we can use some calculator help here if we need to, but this is equal to -4. Final answer. Alright, next example. We have 7 plus x over 3 equals -10. Draw a line. Now, the variable has number added to, so 7 plus will be the first one that needs to go away. So this is +7. I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides. 7 minus 7 is 0. This cancel. We have left x over 3 is equal to -10 minus 7 is -17. Now, how do we get x by itself? Well, if this is x divided by 3, what will be the opposite? The opposite will be multiplication. If this is division, then we have to multiply in order to cancel the number. So we're going to multiply by 3, same exact number, left side and right side. So 3 and 3 cancel here and we get x is equal to -17 times 3 will give you -51 as a final answer. Sorry, a little bit blurry. Okay. Next example, we have another two steps. -16 plus 2/3 f equals 4. So again, draw your line and think about, here's the variable with the number, but we can't get rid of this first. We have to get rid of this that is added or subtracted to the variable. So if this number is -16, the opposite will be +16 on the left and +16 on the right. -16 plus 16 cancel. We have 2/3 f is equal to 20. Now remember, when we have fraction, what do? We're using what it's called a reciprocal fraction. So we will multiply both sides by a fraction that we will switch those numbers. So 3 will go on the top, 2 on the bottom. So we're going to multiply the right side by 3 over 2. 3 over 2. Now this and this cancel, and we have f is equal to 20 times 3 will be 60, and then divided by 2, or you can apply those numbers on your calculator, 20 times 3 over 2, and you will get that final answer immediately will be 30. So f variable is equal to 30. Alright, a few more examples to go here. We have 15 is equal to 5f minus 2f. So draw a line. I'm gonna put 15 equals, and 5f minus 2f are two like terms, so we combine those. 5 minus 2 is 3f. One more step in order to solve for f. This is 3 times f, so we will divide by 3 both sides. Those two cancel, and we get f is equal to 5. Final answer here. Next example, it may be a little bit challenged just because the decimal numbers, but it actually won't be challenged because you have the calculator in front of you and you can calculate with the decimals by using the calculator. So 1/2 p minus 7.1 is equal to negative 27.4. Now here's the p variable, and we will keep this for now, but we will get rid of that. This is negative 7.1, so I'm gonna do plus 7.1 plus 7.1. Negative 7 plus 7.1, those cancel. What is left here is 1/2 p equals, now use the calculator and calculate what is negative 27.4 plus 7.1, and the answer is negative 20.3. We have a fraction, so let's go ahead and multiply here by the reciprocal fraction. 2 goes on the top, 1 on the bottom, 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. So this ones and those 2's cancel, so p will be equal to negative 20.3 times 2 over 1. Well, 2 over 1 is just 2, so basically we just need to multiply by 2 to get the final answer, which is negative 40.6. Alright, well, I think you're doing pretty good. I know there are a lot of steps here. Hopefully, again, you remember some from last year. If not, definitely rewatch the video, pause it, just take your time to understand all the steps. The next example is 24 equals minus e plus 9e. Well, remember when I mentioned when we have a variable and negative sign in front and there is no number, it means there is 1 here. So we have hidden 1. And I'm going to write 24 is equal to negative 1e plus 9e are two like terms. So negative 1 plus 9 is 8, and we put variable e. Last step will be to divide by 8 both sides. 8 and 8 cancel here. We have just e left. 24 divided by 8 will be 3. So e is equal 3, final answer. Very well. So I'm going to move on to the next example. So the next example will be a word problem. We have, so I'm going to read the problem for you and we will align what the important information is. If you choose not to write the problem, at least make sure you write what is given, what is the important information, and then we'll do the solution. At the grocery store, you bought 4 boxes of cereal and a carton of strawberries. The carton of strawberries cost $2.89. The bill came to a total of $12.25. How much was 1 box of cereal? So let's given. I would say when you are working with word problems, write down given. Given means what do we have already as information. So as information, we know that we have 4 boxes of cereal. Also, we have a carton of strawberries. The carton costs, so 1 carton is equal to $2.89. This is the cost. So now, how much was 1 box of cereal if you spent total, so we have given total price or total dollar amount that you spent, 12.25. So the question is, how much is the box cereal cost? So what is 1 box of cereal, the price. And so that's why, by knowing the total price, by knowing that 1 carton of strawberries is 2.89, we will be able actually to calculate how much 1 box of cereal costs. So the equation you gotta set up will look like this: 4 boxes times x, the price of the boxes, we don't know how much is it, plus 2.89 that you spend for the cereal, for the strawberry, sorry, it's equal to total of $12.25. So, step 1, when you have word problem, write down what is given, what information we have. Step 2, you have to set up the equation. And we have given that there are 4 boxes of cereal, we don't know their price, that's what we're looking for. We have 1 carton of strawberries, and this whole thing equals $12.25. How do we get the price of box of cereal? Well, we just need to solve this equation. So let's solve the equation. We are solving for x. Remember, the number that is added or subtracted needs to go away first. So I will say minus 2.89 here, minus 2.89. Those two cancel. We have left 4x is equal to, now I'm going to use my calculator. You can definitely have yours in front of you. 12.25 minus 2.89 equals to 9.36. Okay? And there is one more step. We're not done yet. Next step will be to divide by 4 because we want to calculate x, right? So 4 and 4 cancel, and x will be equal to 9.36 divided by 4. So $2.34 will be the price of 1 box of cereal. Alright, well, I hope this is not super confusing. If you feel like, oh, how did we get this or that, please rewatch it. You know, just go a little bit back to the video, read the example again, write down the given information, set up the equation, listen how we set up the equation, and then apply the skills of solving various equations with 2 steps to get the final answer. Okay, well, thank you for watching the video. Have a great day, and we'll see if you have any questions during class time. Bye.